Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Dinks with Kinks. Before we get into tonight's awesomeness, I want to remind everyone that we are on that social media. Follow us at Dinks with Kinks on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Reach out to us, say hey. If you want to see these lovely faces every Friday night, we do a live stream at 10 p.m. on twitch.tv/thedondero. Come check it out. I am one of your hosts, John Dondero, and with me, as always, the very the very indescribably mysterious Mr. Shep.
Good evening.
It's a game. It's a game. Shep and I are. It's like a game now. We're like, who's he gonna say? Who's he gonna say?
And that lovely voice would absolutely be the most sultriest vixen on the internet. Such a kissable face. You have no idea. Miss Rebecca.
Hello, everyone.
How y'all doing? It's good to be Saturday.
Yes.
It's always good to be Saturday.
Good to be
It's
Saturday.
good to be Saturday. Well, I mean, I assume people are listening to this the day it comes out, so it's Saturday, and I know what I'm doing right now. I am sitting around releasing the episode, or making sure the episode goes live, and listening to us.
He's always going to be walking around releasing things.
I'm a releaser.
Well, you gotta let it. You can't build it up. It's all that pent up stuff.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I want this to be an episode where I learn something. So I did zero research this week. I phoned it in because I really wanted to. I wanted to learn. And sometimes, to learn, you have to let others take the lead. So, Shep, why don't you go ahead and just tell us what we're talking about tonight and give us a good...
He was like, not having any of your mess today. He was like, nope. He's like, nope.
We're talking about the magical art of kissing.
We are talking about kissing. I like
and how it is evolved into its own fetish.
Kiss.
I am on the ball. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I knew what we were talking about. I just knew that there was somebody on this podcast who very much enjoyed this kink. And, I want to ask them questions. I want to learn. So, Miss Rebecca,
okay.
tell us, what is this?
Kissing kink. It's fun. I like alliteration. It is when you get... most people get butterflies and like kissing, but kissing as a kink is a different thing. When you can spend that time and you get major sexual arousal from kissing and from the different types of kisses, and that is something that you can, it's almost do by itself and be completely satisfied. Kissing is very enjoyable for most people. I mean, a lot of people, obviously that's a form of affection, but it's a deep instinct when you kiss somebody in how your body and your mind reacts to kissing. And I have an oral fetish, so that obviously gets tied up in there with the fact that anything involving mouths is all up in my wheelhouse. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and because females' orgasms are so mind and body entwined, some can even experience the oral orgasm.
I love kissing. Oh my God, I love kissing. Kissing is very... Yeah. You give an oral orgasm? No.
I've given some people some oral orgasms. It was a form of kissing, just the wrong set of lips.
Is it the wrong one, though?
It never was.
One? No,
it's never.
I don't think...
You can't...
No.
Either set of lips, you can't go wrong. I'm just gonna throw that out.
So you gave some O faces? Was it?
A little bit of
were they like?
faces.
Were they like? Did they kiss you and they're like, "Oh, is that how you kiss?" Oh,
So like, with this fetish, is it like very passionate or like okay? So like, at what scale does it start to tip for you? From like a cute little peck between two lovers to my tongue is tickling where your tonsils should have been if you had not had them removed.
Well, that's the fun and great thing about kissing. What I love it is that there are so many different types of kisses, and it honestly does depend on the mood, how you're going, like what's happening around you. Like I get just as turned on by a long, soft kiss that doesn't involve any tongue or any aggressiveness down that, all the way to the aggressive, like teeth. Sometimes you get like you're kissing so hard you can like bust a lip. I've had that happen before. Like I like all the ranges, and I don't think that there's just one type of kiss that it's a tipping point. It's just the intention. Okay. It's sort of the atmosphere. It's sort of just it happens. It just happens, and yeah.
So what you're saying then is they can range anywhere from some butterfly kisses all the way down to working 9 to 5 in Tonsiltown.
Yes.
Okay.
I have been to both those locations. Both those locations are pretty fun. One more
and
for
honestly,
so the weekend.
Bad kissers turn me off. I have been it's not one of those. Oh well, no. I have like completely been. I couldn't get aroused if you are a bad kisser. I couldn't do it.
I have actually known several people just like that. They're like, kissing is where it's at. If you're not a good kisser, it's done. And luckily, I think I'm a rather decent kisser because these people have told me so. Like I said, but I am very self-conscious about how I kiss.
And now you know why my flogging skills are as good as they are, because I have to make up for my lip insecurities.
Well, I honestly am always scared about kissing because everyone kisses differently. Like I don't think I've ever had the same kiss twice. Like as far as partners go, because like one person is like, I want to taste what the back of your throat tastes like, and then I've had people who are like, I'm going to be a little more gently with it. I've got to say, I'm a bigger fan of not suffocating me with your tongue. But
I think that's also what I enjoy so much about it. Like, let's be being completely honest. I mean, sex itself, sex as an act, it's basically relatively the same. Like
you put your genitals together, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You rub your genitals together, like you figure that out. I mean, it's not all completely the same, but kissing is such an intimate act. It is such a personal act, and every person is different in how they kiss, what they enjoy, and that is something that is just that's very hot. Is that if you want to know what a person's like, kiss them, and that's why I think just going around. I never make out with some random dude in a bar or a random girl in a bar
you
because
just haven't
kissing
lived.
Yeah.
Because I've done both, and I've got to say, yeah, you're not missing anything.
Because kissing does turn me on. It is a fetish, and then that's something that I don't go around just going, hey, like just like people.
you were.
With the diaper fetish, don't go, hey, you want to wear a diaper? Want to see me in my diaper?
Oh, no, they do that. They 100% do that. Every person I've talked to with that fetish, and I've been doing research because it is on our will, you should do it. Mm-hmm. What? No, I'm just wanting to know. No, you should totally do it. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Which, no shaming here. That's going to be a very fun episode when we do hit it. That being said, I understand that completely because I know people who are very particular about their fetishes. And they're like, it is almost like, I would say like a kissing snob. Like, or like the people who are like beer snobs. You go to a place and you're like, well, I'm not going to drink this beer. It's this and doesn't have that. You don't want that bad experience, so you're very cautious on who you put your lips on.
I would have to admit I am a kissing snob. It's not just one of those, and it depends on the mood, and I love just the variety of it, but I do love how there's different levels, but don't come at me and try and shove your tongue down my throat in the middle of public. But if you lean in and give me a soft, slow kiss in public, okay, well, that's going to turn me on. But I am a kissing snob. But I
Yeah,
love it.
But I
You
did hear
guys
that
heard
little
it here
slip there
first.
though, because you almost said, "Give me a sloppy." I almost,
Sloppy.
Yeah.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
I
You
heard
guys
it
heard it
coming
here
out.
first. If you run into Rebecca out and about, just slowly kiss her. Don't just walk up and the first words out of your mouth are "Hi, I am so and so." No, just slowly kiss her. You're in the door. There you go. It's a great way to
I could
introduce.
No, you
could
start
kiss
with the gentle hand
for
kiss
hours.
to give her that
Just
little
kissing.
sample, and then work your way up.
Just kissing.
I really do enjoy kissing. I will say that. Like kissing is probably one of my favorite things. And I enjoy kissing not just on like mouth kissing like that, but like there's something I love to kiss somebody's back. Like this is gonna sound crazy, but like that is my favorite place to kiss. Like
No, it just
you're
sounds like your
behind
voice.
them.
Not like crazy. You're good.
Like just right there, kiss down your back. I absolutely go nuts when I do that. Like that's my gears are running, everything's going on. I love it. Just kissing
So
on
maybe
some like
in his
light
own
kisses
way,
down
he
the
has
back,
the
starting at
fetish.
the neck. Maybe
I like
'cause
on
that
the
really
wrists.
does.
I like kissing on the wrists and then down the forearm to that like and people because it's not a place that people think about as an erogenous zone and going from your wrist down slowly down to the bend of your arm and just really slowly working that way down like people
See,
are
I tell you.
people are absolutely shocked. Like I know every time I've done it, they're like, "What are you? Whoa!" Like they don't realize that's one of my favorite places to kiss. I like that because it's soft and it's fun and yeah.
I can get behind that. Like, and that's what they say. They say like the hand is probably one of the more very sensitive areas because you don't expect it to be. And there's like pressure points. Like I've had people kiss the palm of my hand, like right here between my thumb, and I very much enjoy that. Like that does something for me. Like when they take
I
the
can-
hand and they grasp it in theirs and they lean up and kind of put their face into it with like your index finger and your nose on the other side and they kiss right there. That kind of drives me wild. So I get
As
that.
a massage therapist, I could do some things to some hands.
I think a lot of people overlook kissing. A lot of people overlook kissing as a sexual act. They really it's just like, oh, they're just kissing. It's become this innocent thing, but it wasn't. Kissing is a very sexual and sensual and hot act, and it can people I think really need to just pay a little. I feel people need to pay more attention to it and
I
find
agree.
a little bit more importance in it. So if the same people who were looking up on the internet how to give oral or spending the same amount of energy on how to kiss and sort of the different types and sort of techniques and that, I feel like they would find much better success on both areas.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you right now,
Kissing,
the best
foreplay of oral.
No, actually kissing, if you're a good kisser, there's a good chance you're very good at oral, especially if you're going down on a female. Because and I'm about to get very graphic here, but here we go. Graphic warning. I find the best way when I am going down on my partner who's female is just kissing that whole area. Like not just going down and just mushing your face about and looking like you're going, you're trying to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. That's not the way to do it.
I mean, not yet, but that's still a good way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Eventually, when you really get going, but kissing and I have learned, and I found out this is a thing. The click sucking toys are now growing and popular, and I have been doing that since like day one. Just gentle kisses and a little bit of suction, and I'm like, I have already been on top. And if you want to see the cool toy reviews we do, check out the live stream where Miss Rebecca reviews a sex toy. And when she reviewed that one, it was new to me. But in my mind, I'm like, I do that.
And see, now we know though how he got so good at those gentle forehead kisses.
I do, because I also pay my rent to Mr. Shep in the form of gentle forehead kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I have been living here for quite some time, so apparently I'm pretty good at it.
Yes. So
He's adequate.
Adequate.
I think you can find a lot about a partner sexually by how they kiss. Like,
yes,
and
definitely.
that's why you need to spend a lot of I feel like you need to spend a lot of time kissing them, and not just like one time then hop in the sack. I mean, if you want to, that's fine, that's on you. I mean, I've done it. But I mean, if you really want, if this is a partner that you're thinking about going long term with and you're really serious, look at how the different ways they kiss you and different instances they kiss you, because that's going to say a lot about what they are and how they are in bed. When they're feeling, randy and spontaneous, how are they kissing you? When they're feeling loving and, soft and supportive, how are they kissing you? And all of those things can turn you on. And it's not just, kissing in itself. It just sort of like we did oral. Kissing in itself is its own sexual act. It shouldn't just be a preview or like a foreplay. Like, it can be its own thing. And I think a lot of people forget that. Like, you can turn your partner on and get them, almost get them off just by kissing them in all the different ways. Your mouth is full of nerve endings and it's sensitive, and you can do a lot with it.
Oh, yes, you can. 1010 would recommend. I've had great success with just kissing. And you can usually... and like I said, I think a lot of females have this kink more so than men. Like, we always have this kinks where this is more male, dominated. And I think I have met more female that truly, I think, dive down there. Because I know so many people who are like, no, if you're not a good kisser, we're done. And most of those are women, because men are just happy to be here. We're just like, pay attention to me. Yay, we're just real happy to be here. So this is definitely a kink that, one, I can get behind and get in front of, and just be fully surrounded on. But I like this one. This is a fun one.
And
what is your what is the one most memorable kiss that y'all have experienced, and why did it stand out to you?
First, I want to hear what Shep was about to say.
Okay.
Oh, look at him. Because he knows I'll lose my thought, which I think I almost did.
No, get it.
But I was just gonna say that, it's good that we learned and that you actually revealed through your own experience that the kissing fetish isn't just specifically a kissing on the lips. It doesn't have to be that. It can be kissing anywhere on the body. Just like I said, you specifically told us how much that kind of gets you going by kissing on the back. You yourself are showing us a good example of the fetish. Because it was a turn on for you.
Okay, I have my least favorite and favorite. I'm going to tell you both of them, because one's hilarious. One I chipped a tooth.
Oh, no.
So I was in high school. And I have started dating this girl, and this girl was awesome. She was a preacher's daughter. I knew this was going to be fun. This was going to be a fun time for all. But we were still very coy and very young. This is actually the person I lost my virginity to. Like, we lost our virginity together. On our first date, we went to the movie theaters like you do in the 90s. You go to the movie theater.
Because streaming didn't exist.
Because streaming didn't exist. You sit in the back. That was our Netflix and chill. Our Netflix and chill was you go see the lamest movie you can, so no one's in the theater, so you can finger bang your date.
It was real and feel.
Real and feel. 100%. So we were in the back, and I remember it was probably about I remember the movie. It was Sixth Sense, and it was probably the 8th week this movie had been in. It was like the last week this movie was in theaters. Everyone had seen it, and everyone who hadn't seen it already knew how it ended, so they weren't coming to see it. We're sitting in the back, and we watched the whole movie just sitting next to each other, sweating, profusely and being nervous because this is our first date. We're very nervous. At the very end, I go to lean her in to kiss her. We're finally gonna do it. We're finally gonna have a kiss. And my female friend, who was like 2 steps down to me, chucked her purse at me, saying, "Come on, let's go," and whacked my face into her face, chipping my tooth.
Oh no!
1A.
That was our first kiss. I mean, it still couldn't have been that bad because I did lose my virginity to her, so.
True, fair enough.
I mean, maybe she's like, oh, I tipped his tooth. Might as well give him a little something back, I guess.
That's not a little thing.
Either way, I was appreciative.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've had my best kiss yet.
Aww.
That makes sense?
Well,
like I've had
so
great
that's
kisses,
your most memorable.
Yeah, that's my most memorable. As far as like my best memorable, I'm like I don't know if I could place a very real moment because I don't kiss lightly. So when I do, usually it's led to even more kisses, and more kisses even still, because I'm usually in a relationship with this person. I don't, I mean, when I do kiss all the time, I kiss Shep's forehead every week to pay my rent. But outside of that, I don't kiss that often. Usually, if I'm kissing somebody, it's with purpose.
Gotcha.
Purpose. My glorious purpose.
I have a pin that says that. No, I got it from Disney.
Nice.
Honestly, okay, this was not my best kiss, but it was my most memorable. And it was when I was a sophomore in college. And I was dating. I had just started dating this guy, and I had a crush on him since high school. So I had a crush on him forever. So we were finally dating, and we went to the beach. A whole group of us went to the beach, and it started to rain, and like rain hard, and everybody else had gone out like to somewhere, I don't know, and we stayed behind, and we were running from the car to the beach house we rented, and he stopped me, grabbed my hand, twirled me around, and just laid one on me. And I remember it just being one of those movie moment kisses, where you're just like, whoa. And that one stuck with me because it was one of those cinematic moments that you feel like you could have orchestrated that if you tried. And here, like it was spontaneous. It was hot. It was in the rain. We ended up doing it. Like, it was great. So, but yeah, that was one of my most memorable. I don't know if it was my best, but I remember the first time somebody bit my lip while kissing, and I thought that was the greatest thing since sliced bread. I was like, oh, do that again.
I will say I have been bit while kissing before, and not in a fun way, but like bit. And I was like, please let go, please let go, please let go. No, you're drawing blood. Please let go of my mouth, please.
Oh, wow. No,
Oh,
you got to
yeah,
start gentle. You got to start gentle. When using teeth with kissing, you have to start gentle. Like, it's always, you always have to like nibble. It's more of a scrape than it is a bite. And then you got to go from there. It's like, there's always a...
Well, I like nibbles. Nibbles are my favorite. And like I said, if you want to bite my neck or something like that, I'm down.
Nibbles and bits.
Don't bite my mouth. Don't come at me like, an angry chihuahua.
Did you say an angry chihuahua?
Yeah. I've been bit like an angry chihuahua before. Gotta say, not a fan.
All right, Shep, what about you?
Oh, no. You remembered to ask me. Jeez.
I did remember.
You think we would forget? Not both of us remember that.
Oh boy. Well, we all know me and my wondrous memory issues and stuff, so I'll say two things about the worst. One is a memory of going to kiss the person and then it feeling like you're kissing a beak. Like the flattened mouth, like the no lip things, really rigid.
Oh.
Turtle kisses.
Yeah, turtle kisses.
Turtle kisses.
Or maybe called the monkey mouth. The monkey mouth because it's rigid,
Monkey
no lips.
Yeah. Have you never kissed a turtle before? I'm a little boxer. I used to kiss him on his nose. I used to kiss my little boxer on the nose. We'd like,
Yeah, maybe a little monkey mouth. Yeah, like no lips. They just like.
Do you remember when you were younger and kissing was just like you would keep your mouth closed and you just press your faces together? Press your faces together until like, and then you would just be those long like pauses.
Yep.
No, it wouldn't be a long silent pause because you go, mwah.
Yeah.
But also like when because I could not make noise while kissing. I still go and make noises when I kiss. Any y'all noisy kissers?
But the other, oops, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll say the other tie for the worst kisses are all the ones that are chosen to be forgotten.
Ooh.
That's some deep shit right there.
And then the best ones are all kind of a tied thing. Because every new chance that I get to kiss and experience that sensation is the best kiss.
Yeah.
I think I love to experience the kisses. I love to explore. I like to see, like, because you can know after like the first, one or two kisses how they like to kiss. You can sort of tell, like, if you're really in tune with your partner or you're really paying attention, you can sort of tell whether they're like a full tonguer or like just the tip, or
just a tip kiss. I've been there.
Ooh, maybe we'll go, instead of doing turtle kisses or monkey mouth, we can do Muppet mouth. The flat Muppet mouth.
You are 100%. Okay, no, he's right. 100%. I've had a Muppet kiss before. Yes. Mm-hmm.
There you go, Chef.
Yeah.
I have a new concept, maybe. Maybe a new concept starting here. Muppet
Have
mouth.
you ever licked somebody's teeth while kissing?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
You're like, oh, we got a piece of broccoli stuck there. Let me get that for you.
Oh. I like when the upside down kiss, like when you're like sitting in a chair or they're sitting in a chair and they lean their head back.
Spider-Man
kiss. Yeah, it's called the Spider-Man kiss.
The Spider-Man kiss? Yeah.
Spider-Man kiss.
That one's good too.
Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man kiss.
I was doing that one for Spider-Man, so I just would like that noted.
Yeah, but that's where it brung, that's where it like really came into. It was the Spider-Man kiss. And all I could think of the entire time watching that kiss is like, that dude's got so much water up his nose because it was raining. And I'm like, I'd be so miserable. And she didn't even pull the mask
down past his nose. It was like right there. And it was like,
just sopping all that water in there.
Yeah, and the upside down kiss, you can really get some nose to chin action going. Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever
probably
kissed while you had like a clogged nose or something like that, and then you couldn't breathe, and then your partner doesn't realize that you can't breathe out your nose, so they are unintentionally suffocating you, and they don't know it?
What are they doing to us?
That's where you get sneaky with it. See, here's how you do that. Here's where you get sneaky with it.
Teach me how to do this. Right. I genuinely need to know this.
Okay, so I'm over here like with hand gestures and everything. So like you have a clogged nose, right? And so you get breathy before you even like start kissing. Like you start with the like like that, like you're really into it, even though you're not that into it. So that way, like you start kissing, but you're sort of holding your breath, and then you like let go and you like, nuzzle their neck, and you just stop. Like you just stop every now and then, and you get breathy, and you're like, you just don't breathe through your nose. You just sound like you're enjoying it way too much than you really should.
Do you see me as a person who gets breathy at any point in time in his life?
Well, somebody in our audience might. Somebody in our listening audience mind?
Since I'm gonna
The only time
add
I
a
get
dash
breathy.
I'm gonna add a dash of your other streams into this one this time. A new type of kiss we can test out in some form or fashion. Have two people put in the mouth dental dams and then try to kiss.
I've kissed with
that would be
braces
fun.
before.
No. The ones
Like-
you have, the game ones that open up your lips really big.
Yeah. All right.
The big
Dental-
mouth, the one where
Big
they're
mouth ones, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Put
But back
those
on
in, both of you, and then try to kiss. That would be...
Back on
my
the breathy
favorite thing
side.
to do is to explore how many kisses you can experience with that person.
Yeah.
I think I could do that for hours. Like I could. Like you're going hard and then you stop and then it's all soft and licking and tongues and teeth and mouth and So kissing, I get very turned on by kissing. I find it very hard to get aroused without kissing. I find it incredibly hard.
So you would be one of the perfect examples of this fetish then.
Yeah, I find it incredibly hard to get aroused without kissing.
Yeah. Caveat to that. I think I can get aroused if there's no kissing, if it's very impersonal. And hear me out. Like with the like almost the opposite of kissing. Where because kissing is so intimate, if you have a situation where you take it all out and lose that intimacy, having that just like we're not that intimate, like the very dirty, like passion, like not passionless, but impersonal sex, if that makes sense. Like we're hooking up.
I don't want to love you. I just want to take you.
Well, definitely like role playing. Like I love role playing. Like you're hooking up at a bar. I'm not going to kiss you. We're just here to fuck.
That's like eye
Something
contact.
very not
Don't make eye
about
contact.
And I get that. And I get that there are people out there who can do that. I am not one of those people. I have to have mouth on mouth contact. Even if it's impersonal, it can be hate kissing. And if you haven't hate kissed somebody, not that I would, but if like anger kissing, like where you're just, it's almost, and it's also because I'm primal as well, but that it's just where it's impersonal. But it's still hot and it's aggressive.
Almost like sparks hit when your teeth hit each other.
Yeah, like it's aggressive. But I would say that's what it makes a fetish for me. Even if it's impersonal, I still need that mouth on mouth contact for me to get aroused.
Understandable. No, I was just giving the opposite side.
No,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people can.
is-
A lot of people are like, no kissing. I don't want to kiss. And some people like hate kissing. And that's perfectly normal and fine. That's why kissing is a fetish for me. I have to have it to get aroused. And honestly, when I'm watching porn, how that person is kissing the other person matters to me. So
I mean,
there's not a lot of
some lips.
Come to think of it, there's not a lot of kissing in porn. I don't, at least not the porn I watch. Not a lot of kissing.
Well, German dungeon porn, there's not a lot of that.
There you go. I watch that weird shit. I like it when they're in two separate rooms. All right, guys. You know what time it is.
It's time
We're not going to do the
dungeon
would you
points
do
with
it,
meat or
Will,
sauerkraut?
because everyone here is kissed. Right? Would you guys still remain kissing? That hasn't changed in the course of this podcast. Just going to throw that out.
Yeah.
We don't have to do the would you do it, Will. Okay,
We don't have to do it, would you?
Yeah, we don't have to do the would you do it, because I feel like we've all done it. And we'll probably continue to do it.
I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at it, I think. I haven't had any complaints.
Same. I've been told to go brush my teeth because I taste like cigarettes or like, garlic or something like that. But that's about it. You guys ready? You guys ready for the wheel? It's spinning.
I am.
It's
Oh,
getting
man.
we're chipping these away. Like we're gonna need a new wheel soon.
Will we have enough to make it to Con Carolina?
We will. All right, guys.
Oh.
I don't want to break y'all's heart. I don't want to say this out loud. It's gonna make you sad. It's gonna bring a tear to your eye.
Is it crying?
It's crying.
It's definitely not baseball.
I love the guessing game. That's my favorite at the end. That's why I was like, when you were showing us, I was like, no, I don't want to see it. I want you to tell me.
That's why I stopped showing you guys. No, I am. This one's gonna require some research because I had no idea this was a kink. I had no
I
idea
didn't
people were
either.
into it. So I'm going to look up so much stuff because I'm like, I saw this and I added it because it was like, okay, so the way we get our kinks, if anybody really wants to know, is by viewer submission. But what we'll also do is we validate any viewers will request stuff or listeners as it was called request stuff. We also go to a popular website called FetLife, and there's a whole just page of them, just hundreds of kinks, and I hit randomize, and I'll go through and I'll try to pick the bigger. It will then it does that word chart
kinks on
thing
there.
where it is. But the bigger the word is, the more it's more popular it is, or the more people have it. So I try to go through and pick all of those, and then add in some of the smaller ones, some of the niche ones. And crying was on there, and it was a decent size. And I'm like, this is a thing. So next week we're going to be talking about crying. We're going to bring a tear to the room.
Good old decrophilia.
I'm going to reduce you to tears in a good way. So I am your host, John Dondero, and before we do that, guys, go follow us on that social media. I'm not even going to do a pitch here. Just go do it. Get on that social media. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. You just pick one. And come watch our live stream. It's every Friday night at 10 p.m.
Please follow us, please.
Every Friday night at 10 p.m. The link is in the description below. You just go there and click it, and you can watch us every Friday night. And we're just talking general kink, and we want to talk with you. It's a very community-driven show. So I'm your host, John
Get
Dondero,
your
and
dose
with
of
me as
Shepherd
always,
ASMR from the live stream tonight.
Oh yes, the man who gets all of the forehead kisses, gentle or not, Mr. Shep.
Till next time.
And a woman we'd all like to be sitting in a tree with. That's Rebecca.
Good evening, everyone.
Good night.